Welcome to episode number 21 of the Making Moves podcast, where we talk relocating and real estate in the Dominican Republic. If you're looking to move to the Dominican Republic, this podcast is for you. If you're looking to make moves in real estate in the Dominican Republic, this podcast is for you. I'm your host, Josie Sells DR, and today we are in my personal favorite community on the North Coast, a place that I chose to call home when I moved here 3 years ago, Encuentro Beach. I don't think we could ask for a more beautiful backdrop. We are filming today's episode at Coconut Restaurant, directly on the beach here in Hideaway Beach in Encuentro. And this is an amazing place to just come, grab a drink. In the afternoon, you can watch the kite surfers come out. Right now, there's people surfing, but when the wind picks up in the afternoon, you'll see tons of kites out here. So this is an amazing place. Thank you, Coconuts, for letting us film today's episode here. Okay, now let's introduce today's guest, Mr. Romeo Di Battista. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me
You're welcome.
to your podcast.
Thank you. Can you please start off by just telling us where you're from and why you chose to not only come to the DR, but start developing real estate in the DR?
Well, I'm Italian-Venezuelan. I am a lawyer and a construction engineer, but I've been a real estate developer for over 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
So we have developed different kind of projects in the Caribbean, in Italy, in Denver, in Colorado, in the United States, in the island of Aruba, which is Dutch Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
And well, the conditions are great, are perfect for developers and investors in the Dominican Republic nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we're trying the market here.
Okay.
See how it goes.
Amazing.
Starting with this new project.
Amazing. And what about living here? Why did you decide to live here?
Well, the north coast of the Dominican Republic, it's I think it's the ultimate paradise.
Mm-hmm.
It has everything that people that are moving to the Dominican Republic or are thinking about moving to the Caribbean is got.
Mm-hmm.
And has a very stable government,
mm-hmm.
a very stable currency.
Mm-hmm.
Laws are good for developers, for investors, for owners. The tax breaks are very nice for everybody. So that's the reason why I think Dominican Republic is the best island. It's been for a few years.
Yeah.
But it's getting better and better.
It checks the boxes.
Yeah. Also the airports.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of airports everywhere in the island.
I think there's seven or eight, which is more than any other island in the Caribbean.
Very few countries need a visa to come here. So I think it's very tourist friendly.
It is.
Investor friendly.
Yeah. Even to just move here and live here full time, they make it very, very easy to do.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Awesome. Amazing. Okay. Tell us how you have seen the North Coast specifically. I would say like after COVID really just kind of boom in development.
Yes, it did. Already had a little infrastructure going on,
Mm-hmm.
but after COVID, it really picked up.
It did.
Also, a lot of big developers from the Dominican Republic are also looking at this side of the country that is not as developed as other sides.
See, I agree.
And of course, the airport, which is very close to us, helps a lot
It does.
with traffic coming in and out. Also, the port for the cruise ships and the new cruise ship port. Mm-hmm. It's great.
Yeah.
Great, yeah. And everything is falling into place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Agreed. Okay, so let's talk about 222. First of all, I want to know where the name 222 came from.
Well, 222 represents a high conscious level. That's what the number represents.
Okay.
Also represents to live in harmony with your neighbors and with the rest of the world. 222 opens up a path for something great, something magnificent.
Love it.
Yes.
Amazing.
That's the reason for 222.
Okay, so 222 is
222.
Dos. Is going to be the newest development here in Encuentro. Just 300 meters from the beach, 200 meters from the beach?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
just walking distance with your surfboard
Walking distance.
from the surf capital of the Caribbean. So the location is amazing.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the project.
Well, we chose Encuentro because I think it's the ultimate spot.
It is.
It's got everything that everybody's looking for. It's got tranquility, has security, good schools for the kids, good banking system, good lawyers. The private property is very well respected, and you have a lot of help from the local people. A lot of tourists from everywhere in the world, not just from one spot. Like before, there used to be a lot of Canadians, but now we get people from all over, from Europe, from the United States, from other islands in the Caribbean. Especially about the project, I can tell you that the area has one of the greatest return on your investment.
It does, yes.
The market for renting long-term and short-term is very huge. Our project only has 3 types of apartments.
Okay.
On the ground floor, we have 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms with direct access to the pool and the social area. And then the second floor is 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, a little bit bigger, 113 square meters. And then on the third floor, we have duplex apartments.
Right.
Because they have a rooftop, a private rooftop, each one of them, with jacuzzi. They have a 3rd bedroom and a 3rd bathroom.
Amazing.
Yes. We have glass elevators. Well, all the amenities, security, 24-hour, water well in case the water gets interrupted. So everything you need.
Common area.
Yes, social areas.
And then tell us about the gym. Yes, that's huge. There's no other complex here that has a gym.
Yes. Also we have a reception area.
Yeah.
And then we have an office.
Yeah.
Which is really a workspace.
That's amazing because so many people nowadays are working online, right?
Yes.
They need just like a quiet place they can go.
So you come here and you can stay in shape. You can have a great quiet life, great restaurants, great banking, and also keep up with your work. Yes.
Amazing.
And we have an office that we can all share with internet and fax machine, printer,
Fax machine.
computer. Yeah, well,
So old school. I love it.
Yes. It has everything.
Okay, and tell us about like the finishings. Is this going to be more of like a luxury project? Like what kind of materials are you using?
Yes. It's going to be a high-end project.
Okay.
One of the reasons we didn't add small apartments and studios is to try to keep all the buyers in the same bracket.
Okay.
Also, usually when owners are not in the island, they will rent it.
Right.
Short term or long term.
Yeah.
We will have a special team for that.
Okay.
Based in the reception that knows the markets and will care for your property.
Okay, amazing.
For maintenance, for welcoming your rentals, for taking care of all those little details that people like when they rent Airbnb or long term.
And is there a separate fee for that, or is it included in the when you own property?
There is going to be a
separate property management fee, but it's right there on site.
Yes,
which is really
the
good.
materials are all Corallina materials.
Beautiful.
On the outside, on the social areas, and all imported tiles inside. elevators are glass elevators.
Beautiful.
All the railing is in glass.
Beautiful.
So it's going to be a luxury condominium.
Amazing.
Yes.
Perfect.
Private parking for each apartment. Also a locker for each apartment.
Okay.
So you don't have to hold your equipment, your kite or your surfing equipment up and down. You will have places where you can wash them down and keep them in your storage.
Amazing.
So it'll be, you will have all the facilities you need
Perfect.
for this kind of life.
And what would you say is the main thing that kind of separates this project from other projects in the area?
Well, it's very close to the beach. The project is small, only 2 buildings, 12 units on each one. And as I told you, we didn't want to include 1 bedroom and studios. So people pretty much stay in the same bracket.
Amazing. And I would say just having that rooftop, like in those penthouses, having that,
Yes.
it'll have an ocean view, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
From the 3rd floor and from the rooftop, you can, yes. And plus all the area around is very green.
Yeah.
With lots of coconut farms and big trees that have been there forever. The ambience is
That's why I love
great.
Encuentro, because it is still, there's a lot of communities here where that everything's just flat. They just take this flat ground and they build from the ground up and they replant trees. But here it's like, it's so lush, it's so green, it's still like a little bit untouched. And so that's why I love it. There's wild chickens and horses and cows crossing the road at any given time, and it's still just a beautiful place where you can be with nature.
Yeah, well, it's a bohemian luxury spot.
See, it's like
And
the
you-
Bali. People say it's like the Bali of the DR.
Yes,
It kind of
yes,
gives
it
you that
is,
same
it
vibe.
is, it is,
The surf, the yoga, the
This
chill.
corner of the island is very special.
See.
It's got a magic into it.
See,
Yes.
I love it.
People feel it. When they come, they
The vibe.
they can't stop coming. They start thinking about investing, staying here, getting something. They see it's very easy to rent it out,
Yeah.
make money on your investment.
Even just like appreciation as well. Like I know when I was first looking to buy property in Encuentro, land was around $80 a square meter around 2 to 3 years ago, and now it's almost tripled.
Yes, yes.
So
Yeah, you,
I mean,
you
this
cannot
whole
touch
area-
here for less than $300
no,
per
250
square meter. Yes,
exactly.
Yeah.
So I think now is kind of the best time while you can still get in on a pre-construction
Yes.
project where you're going to see the most amount of appreciation. Is like this is the best time for
Yes,
sure.
yeah,
And
it
there
is.
really is no other. You can't just buy land in Encuentro anymore. Like it's supply and demand. There's
No, there is very few parcels left, and they're all sold out.
exactly.
So they're really ready. You see a few projects starting.
Yeah.
So in a I don't know, 3-4 years, all the parcels will be
Yeah.
built already.
Exactly. Okay, so I wanted to ask you how it caters to investors and owners who might not live here full time but want to rent it out, which we talked about. So we're
Yes.
going to have that
Yes,
on-site
we
property
have a
management.
special team for that. They are really people that know the market, have been for a long time doing it,
Good.
and they will also do maintenance in your unit,
Perfect.
fix little things,
Amazing.
make sure people are catered for.
Yeah.
They receive them in the airport if they need.
Oh, amazing.
Get them rental cars.
Good.
Plus, in our community, you have everything is very close. The bakery shop,
Yeah, within Encuentro, we
the
have,
colmados,
Sí.
the little supermarket.
we just need a grocery store. Someone needs to build a grocery store. But we do have the colmados. And
Yes, yes.
anything you need, you can
yes,
you can find it there. So, do owners have the ability, if they wanted to customize their units if they're buying pre-construction?
Yes, when you buy pre-construction, there are a few things that you can. We do not include appliances.
Right, or furniture.
Yes, or furniture, of
Right.
course. But we do have people that will advise you, tell you where to buy the furniture, where to bring it from. We have 2 or 3 packages of appliances,
Okay.
so you can choose one or the other,
Perfect.
and we'll set them up for you.
Amazing. I'm just with my friends right there surfing. I was like, okay. And I wanted to just quickly touch on the fact that this is a fully funded project. Like a lot of the time when people are buying overseas, they're like, no pre-construction. Like they're hesitant to buy pre-construction because there's a lot of developers that maybe aren't reputable, or they need those reservations and the funding beforehand to actually break ground and start building. But this is a fully funded project. It's being built.
Yes.
And it's being built quickly. Like I drive this road every morning and I see it. I see the progress, and it's coming along rapido.
Yeah, well, we are a big company. We are in a few countries, so we have our own funding, and it's guaranteed.
Amazing.
You see every day how fast it's going. So yeah.
And completion is set for when?
The first building should be ready by the 4th quarter of next year.
4th quarter of next year.
Yes, and spring 25, the second building will be ready.
Amazing.
Yes.
Perfect.
Come to Dominican Republic.
Yes,
and come to this corner of the island,
Paradise.
because it's great.
Yes.
You will love it. You will fall in love.
Yes. I always tell my clients when they're here, they're coming to Encuentro, taking a surf lesson, come to Coconut, have a meal, come tour the project at 222. It's right here. So add that to your list the next time you're on the North Coast, and we'll be happy to meet you here, give you a tour of the project, right?
Yes.
Amazing.
Anytime.
Awesome.
Anytime.
Perfect.
Yeah, we're there every day, so.
I know. I see you guys.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much for watching. If you got value from this episode, please share, and don't forget to subscribe to our Realtor DR channel and my personal channel at Josie Sells DR. And you can follow the project on what? Is Instagram the best place to follow the project?
Yes.
At 222 Condominiums, right?
To do condominium residence.
Okay.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
Thank you, Romeo.
Also, RealtorDR.com.
Yeah, no, the project is on there. We have it.
Yes.
It has its own page on there.
Yes. Also, the website.
In there. Yep.
Yes.
Amazing.
Stories.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you very much for the podcast.
See you in the next episode.
Have a good afternoon.